Hello, Nitty Berry Artists. What we're going to be doing today is making a clay taco. So this is kind of the end result, middle, and before. So we're going to create textures and shapes in our clay today. You're going to get a bag of clay, and we're going to open that up. You will have a blue clay mat at your table. You're going to need to flip that over to the white side. This is the non-sticky side. Okay, so what I would recommend, so our first step, is going ahead and taking some of this clay off. So that's going to be all of your innards, all of your fun little things that you're going to add inside of your taco. So right there. So this part right here, we're going to roll into a sphere. And I know your hands are a little bit smaller than mine, so just kind of pat it into the palm of your hand, so it kind of has a little dip anyway. Okay, now you're looking at your table while you're making this. We're gonna have some things that make texture and to make cheese, and we've got a wet sponge for little fingertips, and then we have a little toothbrush that you and your partner will use to scratch and attach inside some water. So just be careful with those. All right, so first thing, what we're gonna do with our little sphere is kind of push that down. I use this kind of meaty part of my hand. So that's kind of where all of your muscle is for your thumb. All right, so I'm gonna take that part and I'm gonna squish it down really good. And it's about the size of a really thick, nice, boutique, expensive cookie. So I wanna go ahead and flatten it a little bit more. And I can do that with my fingers, because we're making the taco shell. Now, it's not going to be folded yet, and to keep all those parts in there, we'll definitely have to be careful with that to scratch and attach, and we'll talk and review about that a little bit. All right, so it's about the size of your hand. We don't want to make them too big. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and press that nice and out. So then we're going to go ahead and use our texture roller. Okay, so then I just go ahead and roll the texture on there because we want that kind of crunchy taco effect, and everybody's going to have a little bit different texture, and that's fine. All right, so the texture, you're going to flip it over because all your inside pieces are going to go right there, and then you're going to fold your taco. Okay, so first things first, what are you going to put in? So I'm going to go ahead and choose to do meat, right? And I just kind of take and roll, because sometimes it comes in like little chunks, or like your beef might be rolled out, okay? Or like shredded chicken. So this could be like shredded if you wanted it to be. So if I take these two little rolled pieces, they don't have to be super smooth or super perfect. That's okay. But here's the scratch and attach. So this will help your clay act like Velcro and hold these pieces in, so I don't have to hot glue all of this stuff in. This is like really well done. Put that in there. Okay, so here's your clay, and you're gonna leave yours here, but I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit for you guys to be able to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of scratch right here, because remember I'm gonna fold my taco. So I'm gonna kind of scratch it up. So just like little hashtags, and then add these little guys in. Able to see the edge right here. They're not really going to be peeking in. We'll save that for like our lettuce and designs at the top. So I want this to kind of really kind of show on the sides here. All right, so let's go ahead. And you can add little chunks, and I'll show you how to make a couple little squares. This will be like for your diced tomatoes. And yes, I want to, even if you don't eat that on your taco, it's okay, because we're going to just kind of add these different textures in, so you have a variety to paint for your taco. So look a little more realistic. All right, so what I did is I rolled a sphere, and then I just pinched on all my sides to make that cube. So if you were making a little dice, then that's what you would do. So again, water, kind of scratch and attach. So if I'm looking at this again from the side, this is what I'm going to be seeing. Okay, so I have this little texture here and a different shape here. Do this with my spun. Okay, so now let's go ahead and add some of this shredded cheese in here. Put this inside. This is a garlic press, but you guys probably used this before, like with your Play-Doh. So then when I push, all right, so I'm gonna make the lettuce kind of come up. Scratch and attach. So now I want to fold my taco because now it's getting really full. I don't want to squish too hard because I want to keep this texture on here. And then I like to add maybe like one more thing in there. And that would be kind of like your sour cream. So I'm going to roll a coil. Now this could be your sour cream, so we could paint that white, or it could end up being like guacamole or some kind of specialty like thicker hot sauce. All right, so then that's your taco right there. You can go ahead and kind of shape it up. Then you're going to write your initials in the clay.